Hey ladies, welcome back. We're here with another episode of Boss Confidential. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
So it was funny. We have talked about this in our little personal circle, but we wanted to share it with you guys. A really tough thing sometimes is friendships with coworkers, relationships with coworkers. So we kind of wanted to go in deep about how to stay professional with them. And I don't know if everybody believes in what I believe. Like,
What do you believe?
Like, I prefer to stay professional. Earlier in my career, I feel like I learned many lessons by trying to be like friends with my coworkers outside of work. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because we all have these like kind of weird relationships with them. You know, they know a lot about what's going on in your life. Yeah. Just because you're with them all the time and you're communicating with them regularly. Like sometimes they know more about my day-to-day than my friends do. Mm-hmm. And probably about like 3 years ago, I just decided, you know what? Like I'm the boss at work. So I really have to be professional because
you are.
My job could be on the line if I'm not.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to talk about it. How do you guys feel about relationships with coworkers?
Well, for me, it's a little different because I've never worked in an office setting and all of my friends are my employees when it comes to music. So our social interactions are our work. So that doesn't really apply to that situation. But what I have found is I do have to kind of lay the law down a little bit because I'm their friend, because I'm their boss. It's easy I wouldn't say slack off, but like to be a little bit more lax about things. It's like, this is still my company and you need to like follow the rules that I sent out. That's it is important. And then I do have to check them sometimes. They're like, oh yeah, you're right. It's not just Malynda. Like,
but that's awesome that you've found that balance because I feel like I would have a hard time with that.
That's hard.
Really good that you've learned how to maneuver that.
Right.
For me, it's been really interesting because I really hadn't worked in an office environment until 6 months ago. And I don't know, you guys, like I kind of love the gossip and the drama.
Of course you do. This is not surprising.
And so even though I stay professional, I don't think people know on the outside, like I'm in, but people like confide in me and I know all you guys.
Everything.
I know
I get that.
everything.
Yep.
And then I'm like close with people at work and I work with them on other projects outside of work. So of course, like the goss continues like outside. You guys, it's so bad. I know so much, but I mean, it's
Is that
bad.
why your hair's so big?
My hair is so big
full
because it's
of
full of secrets.
secrets.
It really is.
I'm like that too, though, because I don't tell a lot about myself, but I know too much about everybody.
The gossip.
I just listen. I'll pop some popcorn very quickly. I'm ready to sip the tea. But, like, I don't want to get involved. I love hearing about it, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to disclose too much, but, like, you guys, the stuff I know, and it's bad. Like, I obviously try to keep that, like, stuff outside of the office, or if someone needs to talk to me about something, like, let's go to dinner. Like, let's step outside the office. Mm-hmm. But it's very hard to look at your coworkers a certain way when you know stuff, whether you believe it or not. It's very, very hard because I've heard a lot.
Right.
And maybe I'm just, like, a friendly face, and people just feel like they can trust me, and they can. I don't.
Well, here's the thing. So I was there where, you know, you're like new and everybody's talking to you and, you know, they trust you because you don't know about the other cliques that are happening or the other relationships around the office. And then all of a sudden the proverbial shit hits the fan and you're like, oh my God, I should have never, you know, told these people anything.
Right.
I should have never, you know, hung out with them outside of work. And it's like interesting. My personal tip is just to limit social interaction outside of the office. Just because, you know, I have coworkers that I'm in other organizations with outside of work, but I rarely reach out to them just because I feel like in my own brain I really do need to maintain some professionalism. Like, I am friendly and I am friends, and I will obviously, you know, help anybody out if they need help, but I kind of keep everyone at an arm's length, especially after becoming a manager, because now, like, my job could be on the line.
For sure.
You have
Absolutely.
to. I think, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think I sort of, this is terrible too. I think I sort of have the mindset of, I'm not 100% happy, so I have the mindset of, oh, I'm not going to be here for that long. Like, I can get in on all the gossip, and I literally don't care. And that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
So don't be like Meghan.
You guys do, like,
No.
this Boss Confidential, don't follow my lead at all.
But you do want to try to stay away from all the personal drama because you don't want it to interfere with the work that you're supposed to be doing and the job that you're supposed to be doing. It's hard, though, because sometimes it really is popcorn worthy.
Yeah, it really is.
I get it.
You know.
And like, honestly, they don't need to know everything about
Absolutely.
you. I feel like it's so tempting, especially if you have downtime or, you know, you start to go off on a tangent about something. I think it's just, well, in my mind, I just need to keep everything separate.
I agree.
They find out enough about me through my social media.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
But
well, my husband, he doesn't even add people from work to social media. I mean, he barely uses it anyway, but he completely wants to keep it separate. But I've learned that if you meet someone who tells you everything about themselves within the first 5 minutes, they can't be trusted because they're going to tell you all your business to other people.
Oh, it's so true. And I never thought of it that way.
If you leave your first day of work and you know this person's social security number, do not tell them anything.
Yeah,
Oh my
can't be
God.
trusted.
Yeah.
That's too good, Malynda.
Good advice.
So we want to hear from you guys. Have you ever had a bad experience with a coworker? Do you spill the tea to everybody? Are you the office drama? We want to know. We love other people's stories as long as we're not involved.
Clearly, I do too.
So leave us a comment and make sure to like and subscribe across the board. And we will see you all next week.
Bye.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Boss Please Pod. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on iTunes. Navigate the path to your best self with us, because bossing together is always better.